Keeper of Days has been out for 3 years. Crazy. It's crazy to me. I was just making an egg in the kitchen, and I said to Val, I think Keeper came out like 3 years ago, this week, last week, or something. And sure enough, Keeper of Days, this album that has meant so much to me, came out 3 years ago. I can't believe it's been that long. So much has happened in 3 years. Goodness gracious. So this record, it kind of changed my life. It really did. Why do I say that? Well, I was going to quit, which is a very dramatic thing to say. I'm a very dramatic person. But I'd been writing, I'd been signed to a label, I'd been doing a lot of co-writes, and been singing at church, and been loving that, but really just finding frustration, finding this, like, I was hitting a wall. Anytime I wanted to say something in a way that felt more raw to me, or felt that, oh, that's just the way I would say it, I would just hit this wall, and I just really was kind of unfulfilled in the different things that I was doing, and thought, you know what, I don't know if this is worth it to me. I'd rather just go and, become a worship leader at a church and write songs for myself. And I'm just gonna, but before I do that, I'm gonna go and make a record, or I'm gonna make a record myself that is just me. I'm gonna write the songs, I'm gonna make all the decisions for what songs make the cut and don't make the cut. I'm gonna produce the whole thing myself, and I'm gonna get an artist to, to listen to the record, an artist that I really admire and like, and get him or her, I don't know who it was gonna be at the time, ended up getting Catalina Bellizzi, who's amazingly talented, to listen to the record, and she made this. And I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna throw in the towel if nobody likes it. At least I'm gonna be fulfilled in my failure, at least. Oh, how dramatic I could be sometimes, it's painful. But I made this record, and it came out on April 24th, 2020. Remember that year, 2020? What happened that year? Anything of significance? Oh yeah, the world was kind of upside down. All the shows were canceled. Really couldn't do anything, and I was like, oh, certainly this is kind of the nail in the coffin. This is really it. Put the record out, and the response was tremendous. It was, for me, there are bigger records that have been released in the world, but for me, in the universe of John and Valerie Guerra, this is a big record for us. We still get responses, I still get emails, I still get DMs every day from you, from the listener who's listened and has taken these songs into private, secret moments with God, and you've had experiences with Him there, and you've told me about those, and I just want to say thank you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for giving me your attention. I'm on this kind of what I feel is idiosyncratic path of devotional songwriting. I call it, I've been saying less Sunday morning music, more Monday morning prayer. By that I just mean there's a version of you that is underneath what you project out into the world, who you are at work, who you are at your kid's school, who you are at school, at your own school. There's a version of you that is just deep and that is inside, that it's really just you and God there. And that version of you is the version of you that God cares about. It's not the pretense, it's not the pretending, it's not the masks. Those things are necessary, and sometimes they're fine. They can also be very damaging. This isn't a commentary on that, it's a commentary, and there's a version of you that is real, that is intimate, and that's the version of you that God knows and loves and wants to know and wants to love and wants to be close to. And I've wanted to write songs from that place and to that place. And sometimes the words get a little quirky, because goodness, we know that the conversations we have with ourselves in our heads are not always clean and neat. And we know that the sounds, the things that we feel are not always fit into the mold. Anyway, I wanted to write songs from that place to God, and I've been doing that. And I have a new record coming out May 12th, and I can't wait for that. But I just wanted to say thank you for listening to Keeper of Days. And in honor of today, we're making everything on our merch store 30% off. So if you haven't picked up a vinyl yet, 30% off. Pick up 1, pick up 2, pick up 10. Would love for you to do that. There's a lot of exciting things happening. And before we get into all that with the new record, I just want to say thank you for listening and for giving me your attention. I don't take it lightly, and more to come. Thanks so much.